Hello. The Council of Light and I are here to support a brief kind of energetic transmission for it's like a message and an energetic transmission for this Equinox gateway that is presenting itself beginning tomorrow, really Saturday. And then where I am located in the US, it's Mondays, the equinox, and then it will continue a couple days after that. This is an energetic launch point, and lots of other things are happening at this particular threshold. Because it's a beginning of cycle launch point, it's beginning of cycle, not it's like launching cycles within cycles. So it's not just one cycle beginning, it's a new beginning in many, many ways, in various dimensions, in various facets of the diamond of the multidimensional being that you are. And so, for this reason, it is encouraged that for the next few days, really the next week, 5 days, they're kind of saying if you can only do it for 5 days, then 5 days. But really, 6 to 7 would be optimal. You're being encouraged to anchor in to the present moment and to be in alignment with your mastery. And so that sounds like a tall order for some of us. But what we're being invited is to bring forward a transmission that supports you in doing this far beyond the mind, although we're going to use the mind as a way to implement as a tool the focus and the intention of holding that, honing in on that energetic stance that's appropriate for each of you in your own unique ways. You're each your own unique beings with your own unique masteries. So we're going to bring in that protocol now. And normally we do a separate transmission, like a longer transmission for the equinox, but this year it's being incorporated and woven into the series that we're currently offering, vibrational reinvention to a higher octave series. And while that's a 5-week series, this Sunday is our second session in that series. And so if you want to be part of that, you can still join us to traverse this particular energetic maneuver of consciousness as the veils are thin and higher dimensional merges are underway and can be done in a conscious way that allows for the optimal unfolding for you as a being in a way that's empowering and aligned for you. And so that vibrational reinvention to a higher octave series is intended to support in that process. And it's also intended to be a tool and a series of tools that can be utilized anytime you wish to reinvent a certain area of your life and to welcome change. Here we go. We invite you to take a deep breath in and maybe just take a moment to be aware of the breath, of something in the room around you where it helps bring you into the present moment. Maybe you're aware of the sunlight shining in through the window, or you're aware of the clock ticking, or you're aware of the breath. And we invite you at the level of your higher selves, Body Davis higher selves and teams, to work with the energetic fields and the guides to energetically reference where you may have placed your awareness, your focus, your energy in the past or in the future. Any anchor points for you, pivot points for you in the past or the future, reference points for your identity in the past or the future, and retrieve all those reference points off of everyone and everything and the awareness, the focus back into the present moment, bringing your energy back into the present moment. Maybe your creative energy was trying to tend to a future project or future outcome possibility. Retrieve all that creative energy, if you choose, back into the now. And you can imagine bringing your anchors, your awareness back to your line of light. Imagine and intend. And I'm being shown the idea of the turtle. And it's this idea of being on the step you're on, getting really focused there, not trying to be 10 steps ahead or 15 steps behind, just being where you are. And can we support you in upgrading and reinventing your relationship with the now, the present moment, to a higher octave? And are you willing to release all the meaning you've given it that isn't honoring, that isn't supportive? And any of that that's influenced by the collective, by what you were taught, conditioned, maybe by family, ancestors, where it's like we're taught to be 10 steps ahead in order to be safe or in order to be successful. Are you willing to relax your grip on that, to release and uncreate your attachment to that way of being? In the present moment, we actually have access to all the information and resources that would support us in the now. If we're attempting to be ahead of where we are, we don't have access to the resources we require. So it's actually less efficient. And so if there's any of those grids, those patterns, those ways of being that you're running that don't belong to you, we just invite you to return all of that, all the issues and challenges around it back to its right and perfect place, along with all relevant and appropriate information and the responsibility for it. And you might say to yourself, if you choose, and if it feels relevant for you, I am comfortable in the now. I am accessing all my resources in the now that would support me. I am remembering my energetic stance in the present moment. And we're going to invite the guides, teams to encircle and to model it. You're going to do it in your own unique way. In the present moment, your guides, your teams, the beings of love and light that work with you can actually share energetic information with you. Being out of timing takes you out of sync with the guidance and the flow. We're going to show you what we mean by that. And we're going to support you and invite you and your body and your teams to move into right timing for you as a being. Inviting the body, Deva, nature, spirit to move into right timing for itself as a being. And to reference Gaia's rhythm as the touchstone, the body, Deva, Gaia's rhythm, heartbeat. Good. Bring in appropriate energetic formulas, sacred shapes, sounds, light to support you in moving into right timing, the flow of your essence in a way that's compatible for you in the now. And inviting you to calibrate your energetic fields for the now moment energetic stance. Body, Deva, team, same. And you might say the words if it resonates. I am focused in the now. And in the now moment, we can also, and that's the beauty of it, is why we're inviting this particular stance for this gateway, is we begin to naturally then open, bloom, and link into the possibilities, the highest possibilities that are available in the now. So being present helps you to open your energetic fields in a way to link into those higher dimensional platforms that you can choose to merge with and into and upgrade, if you will, yourself. It's like onto a new platform, into a more harmonic dimensional stance. And so that's the equinox, is this process of linking into and merging with the higher dimensional potentials. And so we're going to bring that energetic in now. And it's the idea of being in a state of allowing and curiosity of what is possible, not trying to create the future, because then we put our energy in the future, but just the wondering. Like, I wonder what it would be like to be in my greatest fulfillment. I wonder what that would feel like energetically. And inviting you to retrieve all your attachment off of everyone and everything in the physical realm. The physical realm is the reflection of what you're doing in the other dimensions. So retrieve all that energy, that focus, that creative life force off of the physical realm, situations, circumstances, back to your line of light, and use it to be in possibility, curiosity, wondering. And if you want to do this beyond the mind, just invite your higher self to move you into that energetic stance. And then anchoring into the now, anchoring into your light, your wisdom, your mastery, inviting your higher self, Body Davis higher self and teams, to energetically reference the quality of your mastery that you're inviting to amplify and carry you through. And it'd be like the tone, the frequency that informs this next cycle, and to amplify it appropriately. And maybe take a moment to be in gratitude for your mastery that flows within you, that you've spent lifetimes cultivating. And so you can think of a certain quality that you value about yourself. Maybe it's kindness or integrity or connection or empowerment or strength or courage, peace, freedom, safety. Or you can just say, higher self, will you link with a supportive quality within me, the one that's ready to amplify and would be the most supportive, the most empowering, the most enlightening. And amplify it more. And then you can imagine and intend over the next few days to be anchoring into this quality and turning up the volume just a little bit every single day. And maybe write down somewhere, I am amplifying this supportive quality more. And in this present moment, I am in this present moment. And so we're going to model that stance. We're going to invite your guides and advisors to support you in traversing this gateway with you, walking with you through the door, if you will, modeling the appropriate stance. And we just encourage each of you to lean into your mastery as you navigate this auspicious, unprecedented time so that you can move through it in the most empowering, aligned, supportive way that's available to you. We now invite a balancing and stabilizing of all your energetic fields, updating all your grids, your reference points, all ways in which you perceive and are perceived. Much love.